Good morning, YouTube. My name is Jeff Blum. I'm the author of the book Is the Cross the Answer? It is July 14, 2013, and today's 6-minute sermon is The Finances of the Kingdom of Heaven. The Finances of the Kingdom of Heaven. Now, I only have 6 minutes, so I really don't have time to really talk about the finances here on earth and do a comparison contrast. Let me specifically just talk about the finances of the Kingdom of Heaven. Now, I'm going to read to you from Matthew chapter 6 in the New Living Translation. Matthew chapter 6, verse 19. And it reads, "Don't store up treasures on earth where they can be eaten by moths and get rusty, and where thieves break in and steal. Store your treasures in heaven, where they will become where they never become moth-eaten or rusty, or where they will be safe from thieves. Wherever your treasure is, there your heart and thoughts will also be." Verse 24, "No one can serve two masters, for you will hate one and love the other, or be devoted to one and despise the other. You cannot serve both God and money." Well, I believe that God makes well, first let me say this. This is what I believe about the Bible. It is a living word. That's what it says, and I believe that. Therefore, if it is living and you are living, and I use the example of putting on lenses or glasses, and you put on history glasses and you start reading the Bible, you will see history. If you start putting on logical glasses, you will see logic. If you put on glasses that help you see the gospel to mislead people, you will find ways to mislead people. But if you put on the gospel to see it through Jesus' eyes, you will find and see Jesus. So let's put on glasses for a moment on how to increase our finances here on earth from the kingdom of heaven. What I simply mean is, when Jesus said, when you pray to God the Father, "Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven," he is saying that what is in heaven is on earth, because the kingdom lives in you. That's last week's sermon. Let's move on. Here on earth, you have a treasure house, and that treasure, can be created by money, and that's what Jesus is talking about. So if your life revolves around money, then you've created a treasure on earth with your money, whether it's in the bank, whether it's in your house through goods such as TVs, clothes, or in your driveway, your car, and stuff like that. What he's saying is that there's a great possibility that people with ill intent have the opportunity in front of them to try to take what is yours. And you know that I know that in our society here in America, with the concept of keeping up with the Joneses, that people always seem to want what you have most of the time if it's greater than what they have, and that can cause problems. And what God is saying is, if you invest in the kingdom of heaven, these treasures are hidden from the eyes of the people, where they cannot get a hold of it, that it cannot go rusty, that it always increases in value. One simple example is Jesus using loaves and fish, multiplying and feeding over 5,000 people. That is a multiplication that comes straight out of the kingdom of heaven. The tithe is something that even Jesus talked about in the New Testament. Under the new covenant, any blessing from the old covenant is a given, because the righteousness and the blood of Jesus and the grace of God qualifies you for any blessing in the Old Testament. So if you see the tithe, you will see that it says that the window of heavens will open up to you if you hand God over the tithe. The tithe is the gross. Where should you invest the tithe? I'll leave that up between you and God. But remember, it's all about the kingdom of heaven. It's all about Jesus announcing it through what he did for us on the cross. Okay, so at that point, I would say to you that as long as the message is going out about the kingdom of heaven, There the treasures of heaven are, and they're a great investment to help this word continue is, and God blesses that. If you would look at it as a business, please do not call God a business. I'm just trying to help you understand. Understand that God understands on this earth, finances is how the message gets out. So he uses the treasures of heaven here on earth to get those finances out. God will teach you so much more on finances than this 6 minutes will. I wish I could just give you a perfect message on it. It will take months and months and months for me to fully help you understand the message of finances. This is the basics. Here on earth, thieves come and money seems to disappear fast. In heaven, it multiplies. That's the basic understanding of why you should consider investing in the gospel of Jesus Christ. It increases your faith. It increases everything in your life. And that's what Jesus came here to multiply your life, not take away from your life.